Hey everyone, welcome to our 9 o'clock live chat. I am Heather and we are here for you guys each and every day, Monday through Thursday. We're here starting at 9 a.m. and all the odd hours. And then on Friday, we're still here at 9, but we're at 9 and 11. So I'm going to put those times below so you can see those. And every time we do our live chats, we love to go over the basics, what you get your kit, how to airbrush. You're going to see how to airbrush because obviously I'll be doing some makeup. And then we will, I'm going to move this down just a little. And then we will start to, we'll talk about like products and, excuse me, and different things. But we do like to go over all the basics. So you might see us talk about products that are not in the starter kit. But that's just to show you, we have over 300 plus products, from obviously airbrushing, which we're known for, to color cosmetics, to skincare. So there's a lot to go over. So if you are looking online and you're like, hey, what is this? I want to know, let us know and we can put that into our live chat. So, there we go. Okay. Hello, Candy. How are you doing? So let's go over real quick our starter kit. This is one of them. This is the Icon. We also have the Icon Pro and the Legend. All of them are operated just about the same way. The Pro is going to have 2-speed, and so but it's operated the same. So the 2-speed is for like if you were doing some body work or some tanning, maybe you airbrush your legs. It just gives you a little more air pressure. And so that's the difference with that one. And then it does come with makeup. They all come with makeup. So you're going to get 2 large bottles of the foundation. And this is so you can practice. Think of this starter kit as your practice kit. There is a little bit of a learning curve, but it's not going to take you 2 minutes. You'll figure it out in no time, especially if you're watching these lives, because we go over how to do it. And then we give you a bottle of Love and a bottle of blush. And you're using drops. Like when I say drops, you're using the blush. I start with 2 drops. That's it. And so with airbrushing, you're using 10 times less makeup. And then when you get started, when you get it out of the box. Oh, let me take that. The time's off so you can see that. When you get it out of the box. We want you to get it out, plug it in, because it already comes put together. You only have to plug it in, and then start feeling, when you turn it on, there's air that comes out, and it feels amazing. I'm drinking, it's hot outside already. I'm drinking coffee, and this air feels amazing. But even doing this is teaching you. You're learning how it works. Because wherever you feel this air is where the makeup is going. It feels amazing. And so that takes the guesswork out of it. And you're going to think of the air as your bristles. So I know where I can feel this air, so I know where the makeup's going to go. Then you also want to make sure that you're moving it around your face and keeping it 4 finger widths away. And then when you get ready, you're going to put some water in here, start pulling back on the trigger. And then once you're comfortable with that, then put the foundation in there and you can start airbrushing. Now you can spray like a tissue, a paper towel, a piece of paper to get to, like the experience of it, to see. Because sometimes when you're doing, when you're airbrushing yourself, it's harder to visually see it, obviously, because you are spraying so light that you want to question whether or not it's even coming out. And so when you spray a piece of paper, or if you have somebody else like a sister, mom, so you can airbrush on, it shows you a different side of it where you can understand it a little bit better. So hello, Jacqueline. Brenda, good to see you. Tamberly, good morning. Good morning. All right. So I labeled this one to mix or not to mix, because I was going to do the matte, but then I was starting to pull out some products and I was like, ooh, let's do this together, because I don't have natural blush here. And so I wanted to make another concoction. So I'm going to start with my foundation, and I'm taking, this is the shade 3 in Mystic, and I'm going to put my drops right in there. And even if you're starting out, like I can do my entire face with about 5 to 7 drops, and that's pretty full coverage. If you're not there yet, don't freak out about it. It's okay, because know that every time you hold this guy, you're going to learn something, okay? So don't freak out about it. We even had a makeup artist that she used 20 drops when she first started. And then the more she used it, the more she understood how to get it to the point where she liked it, because she liked full coverage, but not using 20 drops. So I usually start one spot, make a pass, and I keep it moving. I'm keeping it 4 finger widths away, lightly pulling back. And it should, it sounds so silly, but it actually should look like I'm not doing anything. But all of a sudden, my face is flawless. That is how light you're spraying. We're so used to traditional makeup and seeing the opaqueness of the product like immediately. And with airbrush, it's not the case. That's not what you're going to see. And so that, you know, that's part of the learning curve, because you have to understand this is not traditional makeup. This ain't no mama's makeup. This is different. And so how you're putting it on, what you're doing with it is different. All right, let me go a little bit more here. And also with Mystic, being that it is our higher pigmented, it's our higher coverage, what I can do full coverage with about 5 to 7 drops of the silk, I don't need as much with Mystic, because of the fact it does give me more coverage, okay? Now, here comes the fun. Now I'm mixing, and we're gonna mix Plum Blush, 1, 2, and Pearl Luminizer. So we're gonna see what this looks like. All right, so I did 2 of each. Now I'm going to mix those together. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. And then when applying the blush, I point to my cheek, start making the movement, and you could come in a little bit closer, just because you're only, you know, you only want it right here. So the closer you get, the more precise the spray is, or when the makeup comes out, okay? So coming in maybe 3 finger widths away, making my movements. Now I'm going to barely pull on the trigger. Switching sides. You can see it start coming out. Oh, I'm digging this. Can you see the luminosity of the pearl that's in that in the plum? I am really liking this. Let's do a little bit on my eyes to give me a little bit of color on my lid. Ooh, Jeannie, I might have found another one. So that was Pearl Luminizer and Plum Blush. Now, Plum Blush is one of our deeper blushes. Anyone can use it, because again, it's about making passes to get the intensity. So if you're light skin using the Plum Blush, then maybe you just do 1 pass of the blush to get it to where you need it. But mixing it in with the Pearl Luminizer, then it's going to help smooth it out a little bit. and it's not going to be as boom, you know. So, oh, thank you, Brenda. Jacqueline says, I love that blend. Yay! This might be a new one. I'm really digging this one. The Pearl Luminizer, I feel, is the lightest of the luminizers, but it's because it is that true like iridescent pearly feel. And so I'm thinking that mixing it with other products will be good. So there you go. All right, I am going to take a little bit, even though I sprayed my lids with that recipe. I was going to say concoction, but I'm going to do a little bit in my crease. And just with the, I'm using Cave. It's kind of a burgundy color. I'm just going to go right there. And that's what, guys, I love showing you how, you know, I think eye makeup sometimes is intimidating to ladies because maybe they've never worn it or anything. Or maybe you've watched YouTube and you've seen those ladies put on like 84 shades of eyeshadow and all that. And it doesn't have to be that difficult, okay? Like I did a little bit of the eyeshadow or blush mix, and then I just did this in my crease. And if you blend this, you'll get different shades of this color, different intensities. And so this and mascara, guess what? You can be done. So you don't need to put on 84 different eyeshadow colors, right? I think this one's a little bit on the darker or lighter side, so let's even that out. And there you go. Okay, so you can, bam, just put on, look at that, like one shade, and that was it, one. And it's done. And you put on mascara, and I'll be good. I'll be good to go. See, we need a master mixologist. I love it. I love it. We need, yeah, let's create our mixology certification. I'll create one for you, Brenda. I like it. Send me your let me think about that, Brenda. I have to think about like how many numbers would that be? Like how many concoctions, how many recipes, how many formulas can you come up with to get your mixology certification? And if you had, like, let's say I'm a shade 3, but all I had was a shade 1 and 9. Could you come up with your shade? Maybe we'll think about that. I have to think about the parameters of what certification it would be. What's the concoction, like how many eyes, how many cheeks? I like it. I like it. Of course, I did just the lip jelly. And this is the one thing. So, you know, Renee uses the lip jelly with lip liner all the time, and it's great. If you reverse it and do lip jelly first and then go in and do a lip liner, it's a lot, it can be softer. So if I go in, and this is the plum, which one is it? Blackberry. And of course, using a light hand. It can tint. And see how it's so much softer. It's not as bold. So reversing that. Doing lip jelly first, then doing the liner can soften it. Now, I will tell you, you could do this. So I just blotted out a little bit, blotted a little bit of the lip jelly. And I can get this bolder. A lot of times you'll see me, I'll kiss the back of my hand. It's because I have the lip jelly on and I'm removing that top part of it so you can see that. But there we go. So even using a bold lip liner, you can soften that. So, you know, if you have one of our bold lip liners and you're like, I'm never going to wear that. Guess what? You will. You will use it. You can soften it up. Just get the lip jelly. And then your lips are going to be so nice and nourished and moisturized and plumped. So there you go. All right. Jacqueline's going to do it today. Yay. Kimberly likes doing her lips that way. I love it. Love it. All right. So I'm going to think of that mixology and what we can do with that. I think that's a good idea. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me at the 9. We'll be back. What time? What time? 11. Remember, we're switching to all the odd hours. So we'll be here at 9, 11, 1, 3, 5. All day today. All right. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.